Why is it that you got to role play and practice in sales? The answer may shock you. I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. And before we begin, hit that subscribe button. So here's the thing. In video number 3, you are going to have to go give presentations. You are going to have to talk to a buyer. And let's just say in your industry that you work 300 ups, 300 leads, 300 appointments, 300 clients. You're going to sit through those clients, those appointments, those leads, those ups anyway. So why not make it as profitable as possible? And it boggles me. It boggles my mind. I will talk to salespeople like, how many leads did you run last year? They'll be like, oh, I ran 400. What was your closing rate? 27%. 27%. So you sold roughly 108 people out of 400. That means that you sat through 300-ish and 300 appointments and you didn't close the deal. You've got a major sunk cost of your time. So what's your time worth? How much is your time worth? And there's times where I'm riding with a salesperson, they're driving, and I'm looking at them like, how many appointments did you close last year? Like 100. How many leads did you run? 400. So you had roughly a 25% closing rate. What would happen if you closed another 25%? How much more profitable it would have been, because you're taking roughly the same amount of time. The difference between you closing that deal and not closing that deal was probably 10 minutes per lead, maybe 20. If you're practicing and you're role playing, you're good to go. So one of the most profitable things for you to do, very profitable, super profitable, amazingly profitable thing for you to do is to take some time and role play, because you're going to sit through that lead anyway. And so why would you torture a buyer? Why would you make them sit through something that's like not that good? You ever go to a show? Okay, I'll give you a good example. You ever go to a high school play and like the lines are off and you're like, I get it. They're a kid. They're like 15 to 18. And then you go to like maybe a town musical where they bring people in. You're like, whoa, that's amazing. And then maybe you go to New York and you go to Broadway and you're like, oh my goodness, this is freaking ridiculous. It's night and day. To sit through a presentation and a fantastic presentation does something for your buyer. It does help remove objections. It doesn't stop all of them. It doesn't make somebody go, I'm not going to give you an objection, but it makes them go, you know what? You're good at your craft. You're supposed to be here. And they may even say, hey, look, you know what? You're a really good sales guy. Take the compliment and say, hey, you know what? I work on what I do. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the goods. If you're going to spend the time with a client, why not do what you can to get that deal to close so that you can make some money? If you're going to run 400 leads, you're going to have 400 ups. Why not prepare yourself to give them everything that you got? It's not a sales call, it's a performance. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. This is Scott Bell Consultant, sending another fantastic video, probably from a cool location. Today I'm in Sacramento, California. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.